How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make some coins heading into the new team of the weeks every week. Obviously today we're going to be focusing on the new team of the week 22. However, I'm not even going to really show you guys, what cards to look into. I'm going to be showing you the methods that you should do every week by scanning through each one, picking up cards that are low, and all that good stuff. Team of the weeks are crazy inflated, we know that, and it's why when new team of the week cards come in, they always start so low compared to the rest. It's literally just the easiest profit that you guys can make. Let's get right into the video. So we're going to be spending the majority of the video on Footbin because I want to show you guys a few tools that you guys can use to kind of pick up some of these cards. Now, when Team of the Week drops, the first thing we always want to do on Wednesday, when it first drops, is look at any cards that are very low compared to the rest. Usually this is more of the meta cards you want to look at. So in last week's Team of the Week, we had cards like Aubameyang and Llorente. Llorente was a really interesting one because Llorente is a very meta card. A lot of people liked him, and he moved up quite a bit. So what we could actually do when it comes to a card like Llorente or any card that's very meta, and for a fact is going to be used, is we can look and see and compare to some of the other versions or other alternatives that you can choose for that card. So being Llorente is kind of a center mid, right mid card, many people probably move him into the center mid spot. What we can do is we compared him and we saw that he was actually lower than some of the other choices that you can choose. So in return, that ended up pushing his price up a lot over the next 2 days. Now that is what I do with meta cards when I first come out. I compare cards. So if today, or whatever card comes out, you compare him to his substitute versions, so his other informs, his other special cards, and B, other choices. So if, for example, Messi at center forward is to come out, which this video is being recorded before Team of the Week drops. But say if Messi was to come out, and he's a center forward, let's say. First off, I look at other versions. I look at other Messi versions. Which other cards have a center forward version. We can honestly just pop it up right here. So we know that, for example, his other inform is a center forward, so we could kind of compare that price. Now we know he has a team of the group stage card that's actually a 95-2 at center forward. So what we can do is look at those other versions to kind of compare where our price is. Now, I'm not sure if the inform would be 96 or 95, but let's just say it is 95, and that this 95 goes for 1.5 mil on Xbox, but you see the other version of Messi sitting way lower than that. That's a no-brainer to pick him up because he'd rise. So that's something I always look for. The next thing I always look for, and it's probably the most profitable part, and this can span over the next 2 to 3 days, whether you want to pick up at rewards or whatever, is you want to look at the fodder informs. And by fodder informs, I mean like anything from like 82-ish to 84. And even 85s, I guess, too. 85s did well last time around. Because what likely happens, or not likely, what happens literally every time is the new cards have so much supply when they come into packs, and once they leave packs, they just absolutely fly. And we're getting to a point in FIFA where they're going to start releasing these really crazy SBCs non-stop, like our party bags and stuff like that. So that is what causes a lot of informs to rise up a ton going out of packs. We saw it the other, just a few days ago. Majority of the 82s are over 80 or over 20k. 83s are like 24k. So these are like no-brainers to pick up. And here's one that's a decent example. Gomes obviously has very bad links, so that's why he's much lower than the rest. But this card being so low, you want to look for these little price gaps. So let's say the new team of the week comes out today, and we get a Bundesliga French guy or whatever again. And these like French cards do very well, 24k. But this Bundesliga French is sitting at 20k. That should be a signal going off in your head to pick him up because he's going to fill that gap as people use him for SBC solutions. Plus, we are getting a new promo on Friday, which means next week we're likely going to see some kind of crazy little Team of the Week upgrade. We're going to get player SBCs and stuff. So that's why I always, look to pick up these fodder inform cards because they tend to do very well when they go out of packs. The same thing you guys can do with 84s and 85s. Now, Banega was a really interesting one to me this time around, and he still is to me when he goes out of packs. I still think that this guy could go up more because he started out at about 28k. We said in stream last week, we said in Monday's video, we thought that was way too low. He had like a huge gap between some of the other informs, and we just knew he was going to go up despite his links being absolutely terrible. what actually ended up happening is, you know, we shot up to 35k, and 28k to 35k profit is really, really good. Ignore this 32, the rest are 35k, but still, those are really big profits. Now, I even say now, Banega has more room to run. His next cheapest 85 inform, guys, is 44k. That means if we get some kind of SBC that drops, Banega will go up a ton because he's the cheapest next solution. I've been saying to look at 84s as well. You know, I feel like just because they're cheaper than 83s, that makes them a very good idea to pick up. It's really just a no-brainer, guys. I really do think that these cards do well. So just look for that, guys. If you see 85 rated cards in any good league or good nation that comes out today, and you see that they're sitting at Banega's price with good links, that is a no-brainer to pick up, guys. Team of the week trading is so easy, man. They always go up. The best buy times for me when you do fodder is probably during, you know, weekend league rewards and stuff like that. That's when those kind of cards drop the most because they get their biggest supply. However, we do have a promo coming this Friday, which means we may get a little bit supply on Friday. So I always like to buy on that Friday period, even if they go up a tiny bit, just because rather be safe than sorry, I guess. But that is kind of my action plan heading into Team of the Weeks. I know it's not crazy interesting, but guys, you keep doing this week in, week out. This is how people get millions and millions of coins. It's a really easy trading method. And that's all that's to it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up. Make sure you guys sell your road to the final proms, guys. He transferred to a new team, so he does not get an upgrade. Again, if you're new, make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you guys for the support recently. It's been insane. Till next time, peace.